Welcome to this discussion of JEE Advanced question papers of previous years. Now let us have a question from paper 2 of JEE Advanced 2023. This is a question: in the following reactions, P, Q, R and S are the major products. There are 4 questions given, and in all the 4 cases, the starting compound is the same: CH3CH, CH3, CH2Cl, that is isobutyl chloride. That is the starting compound in all the 4 conversions. And of course, in each conversion, you have more than one step. Then you are getting products PQRS, and you are given certain statements about PQRS, and you have to see which all statements are correct. So let us go through the question. Let us go through the equations given there, the organic conversions. The conversion of this compound into P is through the formation of a Grignard reagent by reaction with the magnesium in dry ether medium. So you will have the Grignard reagent CH2 MgCl, okay, and on hydrolysis of this compound, the Grignard reagent is characterized by a very important reaction of reacting with the molecules which contain active hydrogen. So this hydrogen of the water molecule will be taken up by the carbanion part of the Grignard reagent to give a hydrocarbon molecule plus MgClOH. Okay? So the product P of the reaction is this compound CH3CH, CH3CH. So that's a compound that is isobutane. That is a compound P. Now what about the compound Q? The second conversion. Again, the starting compound is the same. So you have the first reaction with magnesium in dry ether medium, and that is the formation of the Grignard reagent. So again you have the Grignard reagent, okay, and then is the reaction with the carbon dioxide. The reaction of Grignard reagent with the carbon dioxide is actually the addition of the Grignard reagent to the C double bond O of the carbonyl group of carbon dioxide, and you have the compound CH2 COO MgCl, okay, and the second stage is hydrolysis, and you have the product CH2 COOH. Now that is a well-known method for the preparation of carboxylic acids, starting from a Grignard reagent, the reaction of Grignard reagent with the carbon dioxide to form a product which on hydrolysis gives a carboxylic acid. Okay, and the last step of that conversion is the reaction with the NaOH, sodium hydroxide, where you get this compound CH2 COO minus Na plus, that is the sodium salt of the acid. So that is the compound Q. The compound Q is the sodium salt of this acid. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the methyl group here. So 1, 2, 3. 3-methyl. 3-methyl butanoic acid is a compound, and the product is the sodium salt of 3-methyl butanoic acid. That is sodium 3-methyl butanoate is the product formed in the reaction, that is Q. Now coming to the third reaction, it's again isobutyl chloride. The reaction with the Grignard reagent, magnesium in ether medium, to have the Grignard reagent isobutyl magnesium chloride, and this isobutyl magnesium chloride is allowed to react with acetaldehyde in the second step. Acetaldehyde, it has a carbonyl group, the aldehyde group, and the Grignard reagent is getting added to the carbonyl group. And you might have studied that the addition of Grignard reagent to an aldehyde other than formaldehyde gives a secondary alcohol. So the product is, in this case, you have CH3, okay, C, okay, and then you have this part, CH2, CH3, CH3, OMgCl, okay. So you have CH3, CH, CH2, CH3 twice, and with OMgCl on this carbon atom. So you are getting this compound which on hydrolysis, that is the second step of the reaction, on hydrolysis gives CH3, CHOH, a secondary alcohol, CH2, CH3, CH3. So that's the secondary alcohol you get. And this compound, the third step is the oxidation of this compound by chromium trioxide. The secondary alcohol will be oxidized to a ketone. So very common reactions, fundamental reactions characteristic of aldehydes and ketones. So I repeat, the first reaction, the isobutyl magnesium chloride, the Grignard reagent, hydrolysis by water gives isobutane as a product, a hydrocarbon. In second case, the Grignard reagent reacts with carbon dioxide forming a product, is addition product, which on hydrolysis gives a carboxylic acid, which on reaction with sodium hydroxide gives the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. Now the third case, again the Grignard reagent reacts with acetaldehyde, forming an addition compound which undergoes hydrolysis to give a secondary alcohol, which is oxidized by chromium trioxide in the third step, forming a ketone as a product. So that is the product R. Okay? And the last reaction is the reaction of the isobutyl chloride with ethanolic NaCN. NaCN means a nucleophilic substitution reaction of chlorine with CN minus, and you have the nitrile as a product. A very simple reaction. Chlorine is replaced by CN, okay, and then it is reduced by hydrogen in the presence of nickel. The C triple bond N in this compound will be reduced by hydrogen in the presence of nickel, and obviously you have CH2. The CN group is reduced to CH2NH2. Okay, and now the third step of the reaction is a reaction of this compound with chloroform in the presence of KOH, chloroform and alkali. Remember that this compound is a primary amine. So reacts with the chloroform and alkali. You have a very familiar reaction, what you call carbylamine reaction, isn't it? A carbylamine reaction, the primary amine, is usually used as a test for primary amine. The reaction with the chloroform and alkali gives a foul-smelling isocyanide compound that is used as the test for primary amine. So in this case, the product formed is CH2, CH2, NC. The isocyanide is the product formed. Isocyanide, also called carbylamine. And the last step of the reaction is the reduction of this compound by lithium aluminium hydride. Lithium aluminium hydride can reduce the isocyanide group, the NC group, N triple bond C with a positive charge on nitrogen and negative charge on carbon. It is like this, N triple bond C plus minus. That is the isocyanide group. So this isocyanide group is reduced by lithium aluminum hydride. It is completely reduced by lithium aluminum hydride to give this product CH2, CH2, NH, CH3. So that is the product. Yes, it is a secondary amine containing a methyl group, NHCH3. So once again, the sequence of reactions: the isobutyl chloride reaction with the NaCN replaces the chlorine by cyano group, and on reduction by hydrogen in the presence of nickel, the C triple bond N group is completely reduced to CH2NH2, and on reaction with the chloroform and alkali, you have the isocyanide formation, the carbylamine reaction, and the isocyanide group is completely reduced to NHCH3 group by reduction by lithium aluminum hydride. So that is yes. So we have answered all the 4 equations for all the 4 questions, and we have to choose the correct statements from the given statements. P is a primary alcohol with 4 carbon atoms. No. We have already seen that P is a hydrocarbon with 4 carbon atoms. So the first statement is wrong. Then Q undergoes Kolb's electrolysis to give an 8 carbon product. Remember, Q is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have a CO minus and a plus. And when it is subjected to the reaction called Kolb's electrolysis, it is decarboxylated followed by joining of the 2 groups. The joining of the isobutyl groups means you are getting the hydrocarbon CH2, CH2. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are getting an 8 carbon product, a hydrocarbon, by Kolb's electrolysis of this compound. Of course, this negative ion will undergo decarboxylation, forming this radical here, and 2 such radicals will combine, forming this hydrocarbon, that is the 8 carbon containing hydrocarbon. So Q undergoes Kolb's electrolysis to give an 8 carbon product. That is a correct statement. Okay? Now coming to the third statement, R has 6 carbon atoms and it undergoes Cannizzaro reaction. Of course, it's a compound containing 5 carbon atoms. It's a ketone containing 5 carbon atoms, and it cannot undergo Cannizzaro reaction because Cannizzaro reaction is given by aldehydes which do not contain alpha hydrogen. Here it's not an aldehyde function, it's a keto function, and obviously this compound cannot undergo Cannizzaro reaction. So R has 6 carbon atoms and it undergoes Cannizzaro reaction is a wrong statement. And coming to S, as is this compound, a secondary amine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 carbon atoms, that's okay, but it's not a primary amine, it is a secondary amine. The product is a secondary amine. It is a product formed from isocyanide reduction. Isocyanide reduction gives NHCH3 group. That means what you get is a secondary amine containing a methyl group on the nitrogen. So the statement that S is a primary amine with 6 carbon atom is not correct. So D is also a wrong statement. So the only correct statement is B, that is Q undergoes Kolb's electrolysis to give an 8 carbon product. Of course, the question is concerned with the fundamental reactions of these compounds. So many reactions are there. Formation of Grignard reagent and the reaction of Grignard reagent with water, where a hydrogen is accepted by the carbanion to form a hydrocarbon, and the reaction of the Grignard reagent with the carbon dioxide in the next equation to form a carboxylic acid. And the third is the formation of the Grignard reagent and addition of the Grignard reagent to an aldehyde to give a secondary alcohol with an oxidation gives a ketone. And the last is the nucleophilic substitution of chlorine by cyanide group, followed by reduction of the cyanide group to CH2NH2, again followed by the carbylamine reaction with the chloroform alkali, followed by reduction with the lithium aluminum. So many reactions are actually involved in this question, and you will be able to answer the question correctly provided you have a good knowledge about these reactions. But remember, these reactions are all very important, fundamental things that you study in organic chemistry. So once you are very strong with the fundamentals of organic chemistry, you can very peacefully answer these questions and get the correct answer for the question. Okay? I hope you have understood it. Thank you.